Heretic is not a memoir, it's a thought process. And in 2010, when I wrote Nomad, I have to say I gave a bleak, extremely bleak picture of Islam when more people were optimistic. And now I'm more optimistic than most people. And Heretic is an optimistic story. A lot of people have been talking about the need for a reformation. In 2010, I didn't see those signs. In 2013, 14, starting from the Arab Spring, I see them. And so what I'm trying to do with Heretic is say to Muslims, well, I don't really think if you're a good person that you need to leave Islam. I think that Islam can be reformed, and there are signs for that. We've just seen the attacks, terrorist attacks in Paris, and how masses of Western people responded to it, because we've been hit as a Westerner and somebody who really truly values the freedom of expression. That's what I'm seeing. We've responded to this attack on the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, and all our freedoms. How do I see it? I think that we don't have to be deterministic about them. These values and these cultures and these civilizations clash, and can clash even more. But as individual human beings, we're responsible individual agents. We can avoid that. And I'm still optimistic that there's room to avoid a clash. I focus on the emancipation of the Muslim woman, because I think even though that is a very long-term investment, it is an investment. If we emancipate or help Muslim women emancipate themselves, we're going to have women who are respected in their most basic rights and most basic freedoms, who then will pass along these basic rights and freedoms, tolerance, the integrity of the body. We fight honor killings, child brides, female genital mutilation. If we were able, I'm not sure it's going to happen in my lifetime, but if at all we're able to minimize or eliminate these types of systemic violence that is committed in the name of culture and religion, I think we can get to a place where there's going to be no clash of cultures, but a cooperation and a coexistence, peaceful coexistence of different cultures.
What opportunities do you see for libraries and for librarians to play in relation to some of these ideas?
I think that I see a great role. When I was a little girl and I wasn't allowed to read novels by my mother, sometimes I would escape, and it would cost me, as a 13, 14, 15-year-old, more money and more toil and more imaginative resource to sneak to a library. I would always lie to my mother and say, I'm going to the mosque, but I went to the library. And what I found in the libraries back then was just a wealth of resource that was free. And I know that things have changed and that technology has or is pushing out libraries, but where I come from, and for most of humanity, the library is still the place to go to. Not everyone has a laptop, not everyone has a smartphone, not everyone can access all the wealth of information that Google has given us.